So before we start, I just was, we do have, you guys can come in, we have Jacob here. He's a friend of mine. He's doing a web series project called What Do You Do? About different jobs.
I just started looking for different jobs, and I came across this company called InFarm, which is a vertical farming company that actually puts vertical farming systems in grocery stores. So they're growing food right in the grocery aisle. It's harvested on site, and it makes it obviously really accessible for people, and it's super fresh and local. So that's the coolest thing ever. I didn't even know that existed. So it kind of just led me down a rabbit hole in researching what is indoor farming, indoor ag, urban agriculture, and from there I was just like, it all kind of clicked. That makes sense. This is something I'd like to pursue. So I spent about a year researching more about the industry, was looking at different kinds of jobs and what makes sense within the industry based on my skill set, because I don't have an agronomy background. I haven't worked in plant sciences or anything like that, so I have more of a business-minded skill set, and so I was kind of figuring out, where do I fit in? We're an indoor farming brokerage, so that means we work with over 40 companies who we call partners within the indoor agricultural space. So most of them are vertical or indoor farming technology providers. We work on behalf of our clients to connect them with the best technology for what they're trying to achieve. So our clients can be, small scale, somebody who's just looking for, 1,500 square feet, a garage that they want to turn into a controlled environment. We also work with companies who are looking to do large scale commercial, and they're spending 5 to 10 million on a facility. So really it ranges the different clients we have, but ultimately we're working on their behalf to provide an unbiased solution. So whatever technology makes the most sense for them is what we recommend. My role is on our professional services side of the company. So while Cultivatd is an indoor farming brokerage for technology, we also broker services. So that's the division that I lead and am the director of. And really what it comes down to is we realize there's a gap for companies who are coming into the space in being able to operate them. Really, we just want more people to enter the space to make food more locally available, to have it fresher, it doesn't have to travel as far, all of these things. So the more companies who are offering indoor agricultural produced food, the better, really. Hey! How's it going? Good, how are you? Our team is so close-knit. Even, I work remote from home, and we still have, such a great bond as a team. I go out there every once in a while for a few days and stay up in Cornwall where our head office is. And it's just... Sorry, I use close by. I'm like, So it's in a completely controlled environment. So obviously, in order for plants to grow, you need light, you need nutrients, you need a medium, you need, humidity, you need airflow, you need all of these different aspects. So what's so unique about vertical farming and indoor farming in general is you control for all of that. So lighting and using LEDs with full range spectrum. So you can change the lighting for, if it's a strawberry, at what stage of the growing cycle it's at. So you have a lighting recipe for when it's a seedling, when it's starting to grow, when it's fruiting, when it's harvesting. So you control all of the environmental aspects in order to create the best growing environment for that plant. So it's recreating traditional farming in a vertical environment that's completely controlled for, and that also allows you to reduce use of pesticides, doesn't require you to have acres of space because you're scaling up. So you can maximize the output in a smaller space. With that being said, the upfront cost is expensive because the technology goes into it. So sometimes that can be a barrier to entry for a lot of companies who are looking to get into the space. You saw me coming. A fair amount of jobs at our company require a lot of travel. The main reason for travel is is for the conference circuit. So there's so many conferences in indoor ag because it's becoming such a new, in some ways a trendy industry. There's a lot of hype around it right now, a lot of money flowing into the space. So there's been tons of global conferences, and we're trying to make our brand known, put us out there. So part of our marketing budget has been going to conferences. I've always been super passionate about the environment, and I wanted to do something that was representative of my passions and my personal beliefs, instead of just doing something for the sake of doing it. You know, like I wasn't really overly interested in IT, for instance. I worked in that field for a few years, but you can tell when you're not passionate about something. So for me, it was this industry offered me an opportunity to bring my skill set from a diverse background, apply it in a field where sustainability is at the forefront. I'm growing some of my own things in my house. It's a very teeny tiny, small scale indoor farm, if you will. They're getting ready to harvest, probably in a couple more days. They started to come out, and then they grow, like I'm telling you, they multiply in size every half a day. Like, it's kind of insane. So it's been super fun to watch them. Pay is always going to range based on the expertise and value you bring into a company, right? So in an industry that's new, like indoor agriculture, you're not going to expect the same pay for a director level that you would say at like a bank or in a consulting firm, right? Where you're getting high six figures in those types of roles. However, with that being said, if you have the experience and you can bring a lot of value into that company, your compensation should reflect that. So I would say, I mean, this is me again, just kind of ballparking it here. I would say you're probably within the 75,000 to 110,000 level range for this type of role. You're definitely not in it for huge amounts of money. You know, we're in it because we believe in the industry.
Oh, it was right next. Oh,
There
it's
it
TV.
is. There's two
there
of
is
them.
two.
Oh, I think I got him, right?
There's another one behind you on the window.
Oh, there it is.